welcome. I am the one and only MSJ, Max for short, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is day 2 of the Night Art Productions presents the ABCs of August challenge, where each day in August is assigned a letter of the alphabet, and each of those letters kind of has a little bit of a challenge to it. Like yesterday was A for apple, and you would have to go into your movie collection or whatever and to find a movie poster or cover art that has a fruit on the front of it. And that was harder than I thought. I didn't realize I actually only had a couple movies that actually had a fruit on the cover art of it, and the one I really wanted to use, I must have lost the copy, so I'm not going to even mention that one. So, which also could have been used for today, because today is the letter B for bass, and I would go into my movie collection and find my favorite soundtrack. And soundtracks to me mean a lot to me, because I don't buy soundtracks, but I do own The Guardians, Death Proof, basically any Quentin Tarantino soundtrack. What other ones? The Trent Reznor scores, from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and Social Network. Those two I listen to quite often just because they're very synthy, and they help me relax, because they don't have a lot of it's not hard to listen to. It's nice, easy score to listen to, and because if you know those movies, there's not a lot of action or anything in there, so the music is very easy to listen to. But on the opposite end of that spectrum, I chose Scott Pilgrim versus the World for the letter B, because he actually plays the bass in this movie. That's his instrument in the band, Sex Bob-omb, and I love this movie. If you have never seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World, check it out. It's directed by Edgar Wright. He's probably one of my top tier movie directors, as in these last few years has really risen up the ranks, because I love Baby Driver, and of course Shaun of the Dead and the Cornetto trilogy. Those have always been top tier for me, but I really love Baby Driver, Scott Pilgrim, Last Night in Soho. I absolutely love that movie. So he's really I'm glad he's he's able to do more stuff outside of the Nick Frost and Simon Pegg movies. But other than that, this movie has cameos galore. If you've never seen this, the soundtrack is amazing. It's has Beck on the soundtrack. He made the song "Loser," and that's one of his top songs. It's just so good. I love the opening song for this movie, where our title character Scott Pilgrim introduces the band to his new girlfriend, and they're worried that she's going to freak out, and do you want to freak out? Yes, we want her to freak out. And so they're watching them play, and the way the visuals play with the music, because it goes into the title sequence, and the music is just so good. I love that garage band feel to it, because they're playing in their living room. They're really good, but the presentation of the music and everything makes them more amateurish, but I love their sound, I should say. But they have a really killer sound, and the Katanagi twins showdown, stage versus stage, that music right there, fantastic. I listened to that on my sound system, and it was top tier. That's why I chose this one, because it just has this it should be listened to on a surround sound. So that's kind of also another kind of criteria why I chose this one over a few others, as I mentioned already. So that is all. The visuals, the soundtrack, that's why I chose this one for today, is because of the soundtrack. But go check it out. It is very, very good, because I could have used this movie for tomorrow for the letter C, because C is for caller. Find a colorful film, which I already know what tomorrow's movie is going to be. But I can't wait to talk about that tomorrow. But I will let you. I'm going to end this video. Go check out Night Art Productions on Facebook and Instagram. They're joining. They're doing this as well, and his choices were fantastic. I never thought to pick what he chose for the letter A. And I'm like, oh, I should have chose that for myself, but sadly I didn't. But yeah, I can't wait to do that for tomorrow. So I am the one and only MSJ, Max for short, and all I can really say in these videos is I'm going to go geek out.